20. Lucky ducks. I had a little old tin trunk which always accompanied me to Meherabad. It was dear to me, and I was possessive about it. At home I would tell mother, "Don't touch this. It is mine." She would point to it and say, "That thing." I wouldn't touch it with a broom. That was fine with me. I would keep my most precious things in it. It became a safe for presents I bought with my pocket money for Baba and the women. Immediately after mother and I returned to Pune, I would start looking for the right presents to take back to Meherabad. This daily occupation was a link which kept alive my hope and joy of returning to him. Once I remember buying pretty little presents for Mehera, Naja, and the two Khorsheds. That was not difficult. The great question was, what shall I buy for Baba? It should be something so very special. This kept me occupied all day, every day. Nothing that caught my eye was right enough for Baba. One morning from my pocket money I bought 1 paisas, 1 pennies, worth of peanuts and munched away on my way to school. Suddenly I saw a peddler with a handcart filled with things made of glazed crockery. I stood there admiring the articles, wondering if there was something here I could buy for Baba. There were dolls, there were animals, and there were birds. The dolls varied in price with the size and were named accordingly. The peddler's song told us that the littlest doll was daughter. The next size was daughter-in-law, and bigger still was mother or aunt. The biggest was mother-in-law. But I wasn't interested in dolls. I suddenly spotted a beautiful pair of ducks with yellow wings that glowed. They had soft golden beaks and holes in their heads. I didn't know at the time that one was for salt and the other was for pepper. All I knew was that they were beautiful. There was something about them that set them apart from all the rest of the things in that handcart. Oh yes, these ducks were for Baba. I knew. So I asked the man, "How much?" When he told me the price, I found I was short by 1 paisa, that 1 paisa of peanuts which I'd had. Oh, did I regret my greedy time with those peanuts? "Please," I said, "can you make it 1 paisa less?" He said, "No, this is the price. You take it. If you don't have the money, don't take it. Go." "But I must have it," I said. "Please, please, can't you make it 1 paisa less? Only 1 paisa less." But then in those days 1 paisa wasn't so little, you see. He said, "No, no, no, 1 paisa only is my profit. Go. Don't trouble me." And he started off. I was desperate and kept after the handcart as he wheeled it away. My little hands were trying to hold it back while I continued to plead. My pleas did not seem to move him at all. Then I had a brainwave. "Wait," I cried. "Please wait. My house is not so far away. Will you come with me to my house?" Then I'll get you the 1 paisa and make up the price. When I said that, the man looked at me as if he saw me for the first time. Something in my eyes must have reached him because suddenly he said brusquely, "All right, all right. Have it for 1 paisa less." I have never doubted that the peddler had a share in the gift I gave to Baba. I took that pair of ducks and carried them home as if they were alive. I put them away, and every morning before going to school, I opened my little tin trunk to see if they were still there. And when I came home from school, the first thing I would do is look inside to see if they were all right. I would do this until the day came when Mother and I were once again on the train to Meherabad. On my joyous journey back to him, the wheels of the train sang, "Baba, Baba, Baba, Baba." When I got to Meherabad, I gave everybody their little presents, and then I went to Baba with the ducks. And you would have thought, from the radiant glow on Baba's face when he got that pair of ducks with holes in their heads, that this was the one thing he had been waiting for. He made me feel that although the whole universe belonged to him, he had been waiting all these years for just that one pair of ducks. He told Mehera and Naja that every day when they prepared his food tray those 2 little ducks had to be by his plate, filled with salt and pepper. Oh, how thankful I felt that I hadn't missed those ducks in the handcart that fateful morning on my way to school.